Bonjour, I am Jacques Torres and welcome to Tuesday Tips. Crepes. Crepes are very popular in France. They are kind of our pancake, I will say, but pancake contain a lot of time baking powder, it's a little bit acidic. Crepes are a lot thinner, but you can eat crepes for breakfast, you can eat savory crepes, or you can have sweet crepes. So today I want to show you savory crepes. The recipe of the base of the crepes are the same, just the filling going to change. So I use the Jacques Pepin recipe. I think it's great, it's fast and it's easy. So about 1 ounce of butter. So I'm going to put the butter to melt. And then I'm going to mix flour, 3/4 cup of flour, and it's all-purpose flour, with 2 eggs and a little bit of the milk. And the milk is half cup. So you see, I don't put all the liquid together. I want the mixture to be pretty dry. In order, when you do that, then no lumps can happen because it's dry enough that any lumps will break. Okay, and then what you do, you add the liquid slowly. Okay. So easy, 3/4 cup flour, half cup milk, half cup milk. You can add a little bit of water, pinch of salt, pinch of sugar, 2 eggs, and about 1 ounce of butter. So this is half teaspoon of sugar, and I'm going to put a pinch of salt. Okay. And you can always add a tiny bit of water if you think that the mixture is not liquid enough. Actually, I'm going to add a tiny bit of water now. You want that to be pretty liquid so it's easy to spread into the pan. That's it, that's all it is to it. So the butter now is behind me. I'm going to melt it, add the butter, crepes are ready, and then we can start. So usually what you do, during the time the butter melts, you prep that, and when the butter is melted, everything is ready. So it's a pretty easy and fast recipe to make. Merci Jacques Pepin. So this is for savory. We're going to do savory crepes. So to do savory crepes, I have some butter here, about 50 grams of butter, a little bit over, about 2 ounces. 2 ounces butter, 2 ounces flour. We're going to make what we call a roux. We're going to cook the flour and the butter together. And then I'm going to actually boil half quarts of milk with a little bit of nutmeg, salt and pepper. You cook it a little bit and then you dissolve it with half quart of milk. Okay, let's put the milk in there. Bring everything to a boil and it's ready. And this is called a bechamel. Okay, so you want to boil your bechamel for maybe 30 seconds. You really want the flour to cook. You don't want the flour to keep that starchy flavor. Again, half quarts of milk, 2 ounces of butter, 2 ounces of flour, salt, pepper, nutmeg, and then I want to add a little bit of cheese. I love cheese in my bechamel. So any kind of cheese that you like. And just as many or as little as you want. Again, I love cheese, so I always put a lot of cheese. And that's going to give flavor and make the texture a little bit longer. I need to put a tiny bit more water into my crepes batter. So when the crepes are ready, it's a little bit up to you. The base is usually a bechamel, that's what I have here. So you take a little bit of the bechamel and you can put it here on top of your crepe, like that. Then, you know, of course, you can add, you know, whatever really you like. I'm going to put a little bit of cheese here. I'm going to put maybe some egg here, a little bit of meat, maybe a little bit of parsley. And then you can close that. I hope it's big enough and it's going to close. Yeah, it's fine. And then you have a little pocket like that. And then we're going to put that back into the frying pan, and then we're going to cook them again until the cheese starts melting again. So again, in France, this is something very easy that, you know, you don't know what to eat for dinner. You make a little salad, you make some crepes, you fill them with a little bit of bechamel, whatever meat you have or cheese you have, put a little bit of herbs or, you know, whatever work. It's a pretty easy and recipe that go pretty fast to put together. So I hope that you're going to enjoy my crepes. Bon appétit.